Hi guys. Okay, so this tutorial is going to be based on foundation for back to school. It's going to be a two-part series, you might say, and this one's only going to be about foundation or just in general your face, and then the other one's going to be a nice natural eye look with the lips. Okay, so now before I get started into saying anything about foundation or anything like that, if you have an even complexion, don't use foundation. Leave your skin alone. Just take care of it, and that's it. Because when you start applying foundation, you run the possibility of developing either acne or just developing an uneven skin tone. So if you have an even complexion, leave it alone. Just take care of it and maintain it, and that's pretty much it. Now, I know that there's girls in high school that don't have an even complexion, who may have acne and things like that. So with that said, if you don't have an even complexion, if you do have acne, then go ahead and use foundation. Now, the foundations that I suggest you could use are the Revlon foundations. Now, this one is the Color Stay, and this is for combination slash oily, which is what I have, and this is in the color Natural Tan, and it's a very amazing foundation. It has amazing staying power, so since you're practically the entire day in school, this foundation will stay put. So yeah, I recommend that one. And then for drier complexions, I would recommend the Revlon Color Stay Active. This is in the color medium beige, and this foundation is a buildable foundation. You could use it lightly, but it also hydrates the skin if you have dry complexion. It won't leave you patchy. It won't leave you dry. It will just make your skin look nice and dewy, which is what you want. Now for primers, I suggest two. If you have just dry complexion, and or you just if you just have a dry complexion, then I would suggest the Rimmel Fix and Perfect, and there's only one shade, and it does have a tint to it, but when you apply it, it completely goes away. So that's the good thing about it. um, and it will help your foundation glide on smoother, and it will help it stay on longer. Now, if you have a more oily complexion like the way I do, I would suggest the L'Oreal Studio Secrets Magic Perfecting Base, and it just looks like that. It's like a little mousse, and I'm almost out of it. But it does mattify the face. I have proven that it does. I use it for my T-zone, and um, I actually I have my largest pores in my nose, so when I apply this base, it actually minimizes them. Now, I also love to use it under my eyes because I do have a little lines under my eyes, and it does help fill them in. So like that, when I apply my concealer, it's less noticeable. So I really like this base. With that said, hope you guys like the tutorial, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. So I'm gonna take some underneath my eye, down my nose, take some for my forehead because that's where I tend to get the most oily, right here, and on my chin. Now we're just gonna take our fingers and spread it out evenly. After we're done priming, we're gonna move on to foundation. And like I said, I'm gonna use the Revlon. And okay, so I'm just gonna take some on my finger and evenly dot my face with it. Okay, so after we're done with that, I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk flat top brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and buff that in. Make sure you take it down your line, because the last thing, your jawline, because the last thing you want is the foundation line. So after that is blended, we're going to go with our concealer, and I'm going to be using Sonia Kashuk's Hidden Agenda concealer palette. So I'm going to go ahead and use the corrector and use it for any blemishes that I might have, like right there, and then I'm just going to pat it with my finger. Okay, so now we're going to take the lightest shade right here, and so this is going to help you really brighten up the look. So I'm just going to use my finger. Now, with the setting powder that it comes with, this one right here, I'm going to take a brush, just a fluffy brush like this one, take some of that powder, and then set my concealer. Okay, so we're going to set our foundation, and we're going to be using MAC Select Sheer Pressed Powder, and this is in the color NC40. We're going to use a kabuki brush because I found that using kabuki brushes helps you not look cakey, and it helps really buff in the powder. So I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Kabuki face brush, and this was, I believe, $5 from their studio line. So I'm just going to take some powder and then just stipple it on my face. Make sure you take it down your neck, and then I'm just going to start buffing it in. Okay, so once we are done with that, we're going to move on to bronzer. Now, you have two choices. I have here the MAC bronzing powder, and this is in Refined Golden. Or you can use CoverGirl's True Blend Minerals bronzing powder, and this is in the color Golden Sunrise. And so you could either use this one, or you can use MAC Refined Golden Bronzer, which is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to use it with a flat top brush like this, and this is by Mark, and I know that e.l.f. has one as well. This was, I believe, $10 at Mark, and the e.l.f. one is from the studio line, and it's, I believe, $3. So either one works great. So I'm just going to take some product and then shake off any excess, and then smile, and then just go ahead and apply that. Make sure you take that up to your temples. Making a backward C motion. Just take whatever you have left on the brush and just put it on your jawline, the bridge of your nose, the sides of your temples. Now, again, I have two alternatives for you. You can either use e.l.f.'s blush, and this is in Candid Coral, or you can use this MAC. I don't know if I think they still do make it, or probably it's discontinued. And this is On a Mission blush, and it's also a peach, but it's more of a matte peach. Go ahead and use this MAC one. And I'm also using, again, the flat top brush. So I'm just going to take a little bit, tap off the excess, smile, and then from the half point of your cheeks, go ahead and apply your blush. Okay, and that is it for your foundation and your back to school foundation. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.